It was a quiet night. Renny lay tucked beneath her starry blanket, her eyes heavy after a long day of laughter and dancing. She had watched so many funny videos, whirling ballerinas, talking coffee cups, and wobbly-legged crocodiles. As her mama kissed her forehead and turned off the light, Renny whispered, "What if I could dance with them too?" And just like that, the dream began. In a swirl of stars and steam, Renny felt herself spin and stretch, her arms now graceful, her tutu soft and pink. She looked down and giggled. Her head was now a warm cappuccino cup with creamy latte art swirling inside. "I'm Ballerina Cappuccina." She twirled and curtsied. The dreamland shimmered ahead. A long, glowing path stretched into the horizon. She took a deep breath and stepped forward. Ballerina Cappuccina skipped into a pine forest echoing with strange drum beats. Tung tung, tung tung. There stood a tall wooden figure with long limbs and a carved smile.
"I am Tung Tung Sahur,"
he said, tapping his log-like body like a drum. They danced in a circle, and the trees joined in with soft claps. "Thank you for the rhythm," Cappuccina whispered.
"Thank you for listening,"
replied Tung, and fading into the woods. Next, she found herself in a quiet dojo lit by lanterns. A ninja coffee cup somersaulted down with 2 glowing katanas.
"I train for peace,
said Cappuccino Assassino, bowing.
not war."
Ballerina Cappuccina copied his graceful pose, her creamy head tilting. They danced a silent duet of swirling sips and swift steps.
"Discipline is beauty,"
he said, then disappeared in a puff of espresso-scented smoke. The ground shook. A plane roared overhead, its nose a giant crocodile grin. It landed beside her with a metallic cheer.
"Hop in.
Growled Bombardino Crocodilo.
Let's take to the skies."
Together they soared over floating clouds. Cappuccina laughed as they dropped little sparkly dreams to the lands below.
"We only drop joy."
The croco bomber grinned and vanished into a puff of sky. In a desert garden filled with dancing sandals and blooming cacti, she met a gentle creature with an elephant's trunk and a cactus body.
"I'm Lirili Larila.
It hummed.
I water dreams."
Cappuccina curtsied. They waltzed between singing succulents.
"Even the prickliest hearts need care.
Lirili said.
And music."
She waved goodbye with her trunk, a flower blooming behind her. The trees thickened into a misty jungle, where twisted roots formed bridges and leafy vines swayed in rhythm. There stood Brr Brr Patapim, a towering forest giant with the face of a monkey and a body of branches.
"You dance with grace,
He rumbled gently.
but can you listen like the trees?"
They spun beneath beams of morning light, their feet stirring petals and leaves. As she twirled away, he bowed, moss tumbling from his shoulders. The forest melted into a beach, where a gray shark with 3 sneakered legs moonwalked across the sand.
"Yo, name's Tralalero Tralala.
He grinned.
Do you want a groove?"
Ballerina Cappuccina joined his silly shuffle, slipping and laughing. Seagulls clapped their wings to the beat.
"The world needs more silliness."
He winked and backflipped into the waves. A jungle tree sprouted from a banana peel. Perched within was Chimpanzini Bananini, arms folded, eyebrows furrowed.
"Life is serious."
He declared. "But dreams don't have to be," Cappuccina replied with a twirl. He paused, then cracked a smile.
"Touché."
He plucked a tiny banana from the air, handed it to her, and faded into green. Palm trees swayed. A capybara poked out of a giant coconut, eyes calm.
I'm Burbaloni Lulilolli.
He murmured, bobbing in the shallows.
No rush here.
They floated together under the sun, sipping from coconut cups.
You don't need to dance fast to be happy.
He whispered.
You just need to float sometimes.
She nodded, feeling her twirls slow like ocean tides. A pineapple bounced by on hairy orangutan arms.
Follow me.
Called Orangutini Ananasini, his leafy crown wobbling. They danced between trees, the jungle echoing their rhythm. His laughter rumbled like drums.
Fruit is funky.
He joked, offering her a pineapple slice.
So are you.
Cappuccina bowed with juice on her chin. Suddenly she was in a city. A tire with frog eyes and long legs rolled up,
Let's roll.
said Boneca Ambalabu, breakdancing on the sidewalk. She spun on her toe. He flipped on his rubbery rim.
Dreams move,
He said.
even in traffic.
The street sparkled like stage lights as he rolled away. The sky darkened. A mechanical goose blasted over stormy seas.
I am Bombardino Crocodilo, guardian of the skies.
He honked. Cappuccina jumped aboard. They zoomed through wind and rain, her tutu fluttering.
Are you scared?
He asked. Only of not flying, she smiled.
Good answer.
He saluted, looping through clouds. Waves lapped at a golden shore. A cat-headed fish with 4 human legs pranced along the beach.
I'm Tralalero Tralala.
It purred.
I walk where I shouldn't.
Me too, Cappuccina laughed. They tap-danced on seashells, each step a giggle.
Leave silly footprints.
Trulicina said.
They last longer.
Cappuccina left hers behind. A watermelon-bodied giraffe with an astronaut helmet hovered above the moon,
Hop on.
said Giraffe Celeste, stretching her orange neck. They bounced over craters and constellations, twirling in zero gravity.
Even far from Earth.
The giraffe whispered.
Dreams find rhythm.
Cappuccina floated, her coffee rippling inside her cup head. A gym echoed with dramatic music. A muscular orange-headed figure struck a pose.
I am you din 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 dun ma din 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 dun.
He bellowed. Cappuccina stared, then pirouetted. Strength comes in different shapes, she said. He flexed.
Respect.
They fist bumped. The gym sparkled with light. The dream around her began to shimmer and slow. Ballerina Cappuccina stood alone now, in a vast, glowing space, soft stars swirling like dust in the dark. The laughter, the music, the footsteps of her new friends all faded gently, like a song's last note. She lifted her arms one last time and began to spin, slow and graceful. Her pink tutu floated around her like a blooming flower, and the steam from her cappuccino cup head rose in elegant spirals. Each turn felt like a thank you, for rhythm, for silliness, for strength, for calm. Then she stopped, placed a hand on her heart, and whispered into the dream, "Good night." A single twinkle flickered above her, and the light softly faded into sleep. Renny's eyes fluttered open beneath her cozy blanket. Morning light kissed her cheeks. Her mama leaned over with a sleepy smile. "Did you have a good dream, sweetheart?" Renny yawned. "I think I met everyone."